part 2 of the Punters show. Remember, jump on board with the IVRs and everything else that's going around. Check out the site, all that sort of business.
This week, Dale. We gave away Manning Yard Mail, a few things free
there'll be some promos around Wednesday. Yeah, Darren Potter is moving to Melbourne now, so not too sure if he's doing Wednesday Pakenham, but if there is, there'll be promos around that.
He's moving as we speak.
He's just driving.
Is he moving his whole body?
Like moving his whole body. He's 2 dogs and his missus, yes.
Oh, I thought he was just moving his business, like doing his punting from Sydney on Melbourne.
No.
Why is he going to Melbourne?
He's on the drive down. You know, the drive.
Why is he going down there?
He's doing the road trip.
He's driving.
I've done the road trip.
Yeah, he's doing.
Camrys.
he's doing the.
Let's just go through. I went down with 2 Camrys, clothes, kids, 886,000 in the bank. It's not a bad piece of money in the bank.
Yeah,
and plenty of cash. And 4 months later, I came back, and I remember Nicole filled up at Goulburn or Mittagong, and she said, "That's it." We got home on the last 3 litres of petrol, crashed at the joint, rang Stewie, said, "Have you got a bank?" Back in Sydney. Honestly, I remember we filled up both Camrys, like $180.
Well, you had a mobile phone at the time?
I don't think so.
Probably no, because you would have had to wait to get home to think, and all the way that you'd be thinking.
I went down there, and when I drove to Melbourne,
this
is a great story. So we just sold a property, and we're propertyless, and I'd never rented a place really, not for 15 years, and I went down there with a few agents. "Oh yeah, Brighton, that looks nice. I thought, can you give us a joint, love?" She goes, "Oh yeah, that'll do. Like Palace, fucking 3,000 a week." And she goes, "Oh, well, what's your job?" "I haven't got a job, love. I'm down here to back a few horses." And they're going, "Oh, can you do you work?" "No, I haven't got a job." Fucking, what do you? I said, "Look." I said, "Just hang on." So I went outside to the ATM, put the key card in, got a printout, said 886,000. I said, "I've got some money in the bank." She just went, "Fucking hell." But it was in the key card.
Oh, and you would have been the most arrogant prick with that too.
I said, "Fucking, it'll be sweet, I'll pay." She said, "I'm going to do this, but I don't know why."
Yeah.
And then 3 months later, I had to get out of the lease. We got back with enough to fill both Camrys up at Mittagong. To slide.
I'm surprised.
To get some McDonald's for the kids and just slide into.
I'm surprised you came out with 2 Camrys.
Yeah.
Because we had 2 Camrys those days.
Yeah, but I'm
I
surprised.
used to buy them at the auction all the time.
I'm surprised one didn't stay.
Yes.
Nick didn't want to be in the same car as me. She's just tailing me up the highway going, "How the fuck did I marry this boy?" Great racing stories, aren't they? Mittagong, eh?
It's a long way home. Tim, guys, when you're doing some great work, but I'm particularly loving the Sydney preview show. When I give it to Bristles Up and challenges Aaron over Racing Points' classic viewing. Tim, there was a little bit of a...
Well, you can't give your nicknames?
What have you written?
Dallas on my figures Baker bristles up and challenges Aaron Flex Macy. You should see it. It gets really heated,
doesn't it?
Yeah.
Doesn't really.
Like I have a shot at Aaron, and then Dallas goes, "Right, fuck you."
yeah. But it's just like...
Was Aaron tipping pearls?
No.
No.
That was his chance to sort of find a trial horse, but Mark had it.
Yeah, there it is. No, but
I'm going to come back to this show.
Yeah, just come on and give it to Aaron. But anyway,
But
for all of those that think of Aaron and I, that's just how Aaron and I speak to each other.
Has got the bulletproofness of youth. So he just doesn't care.
Just water
Just
off
flicks
the
it off.
Yeah.
Is that
He sort of sits there a bit stroppy for a while.
Yeah. he goes sweet and innocent Paddy.
I don't think I'm reading it that well. He's there, sits there, he's like,
He said to me today,
"It'll fuck it
how
up
are you
too
today,
late."
Mr. He said, "How are you today, Mr. Pollitt?" I said, "Aaron, you don't give a fuck about me, and I don't give a fuck about you." He said, "Oh, fair enough."
Rob from Maroubra said, "I've only just found the show. It's great stuff for serious punters. Thanks. He's one of the best things since sliced bread. His ability to keep up older horses really shows up churn and burn game."
I've been a bit against Chris the last 12 months because of his the whole
Janoo business.
The whole look of the whole thing. But he is, without doubt, one of the greatest racehorse trainers.
Just keeps going and going and just keeps building.
He does keep old horses going.
And keeps building his feature race resume too.
The team and the whole... He's got to be working 18 hours a day, 7 days a week.
Yeah, doesn't take a holiday.
No.
And he just...
I think it's about 2 days.
Is he the best thing sliced bread? I think the answer is yes.
Yeah.
But hard to live with too, though. Like what I mean is hard to work out when he's it's. The only thing I said about Waller, I think there is a bit of money in when he has a few horses in the race backing the longer price ones. We saw it again with in the Newcastle Stakes. He's got 5 to 4 Woodang Mount and $15.
Yeah, Devil
the
Hawk.
Devil Hawk,
and then there's Preferment.
And then there's Preferment. You've got to get your head around a little
Preferment.
bit. And I don't know if it's something that they've done on purpose or it just falls that way.
Oh,
you know,
well,
we're talking about a bloke.
they're all getting the grouse.
Imagine a bloke
Treatment,
having
aren't they?
11 horses in a race.
No, exactly right.
What is that?
Yeah, that's sort of. He doesn't set the market. Punters are backing him. You said you like Devil Hawk tomorrow, and you took $15, and
Well,
someone
it
else
looked
wanted
great.
to pay the evens about the favourite or whatever.
It was easy to think it was a dead set 11-2, 7-1 chance, and it paraded great. And third up, I think third up he's going. I think your Pearl under the 100 days. There's a few little things we're working on.
The counter attack, the nice little Brisbane scroll. All you can think of is Matt. Thanks, Matt.
Thanks, Matt. Thanks, Matt.
Thanks, mate. Hashtag.
All right, so what does he say?
He goes on to say, why are you specialising in mounting yard tips, Glenn? Can I ask you some questions out of curiosity?
You can ask Rob, and I will try to answer them. How does
Why do you need to do any form? Shouldn't mounting...
I like doing form.
Yeah, I'll go through all of it. Shouldn't mounting yard tips be just that? All you should need is the race conditions. Then have a look at them in the yard. No form odds, no preconceived notions.
Can you stop there for a minute?
Yep.
Is he asking me a question or telling me?
He's asking.
He's asking
Well, he
with...
seems a bit
with
aggressive.
No, he's not. He's saying he said he likes you
Last time
before.
we read this last bloke
I
wrong.
think it's an advantage to see a speak. I think it's an advantage to see a speak fondling parade without knowing it's first up, or seeing complacent parade second up and have to record your impression now in a parade of the fortnight earlier.
Yep.
He's just asking the questions.
Yep.
Okay, yeah, cool. That's
Okay.
that.
Well, I think going forward, I like to do. First of all, I like to do the form, and also when I'm doing the form, I remember how they parade.
Yeah.
So you're doing that homework and remembering how that horse paraded. So you might see something about a horse and it's got beaten. Like to Mark Lambourne, a form or people like that, it's got beaten 6.7 lengths, but then their thought pattern got beaten, and I might think, well, there was a few lengths that I can forgive it. So that's why I'm doing the form. I'm looking for that different, you know.
Yeah, that point of difference. I think, Glenn, the one thing.
Actually, just to butt in there, I don't actually think that.
Oh, you don't?
No, I think did that horse finish outside of its SP or inside of its SP?
Okay. Yeah.
Yep. I think, Glenn, one of the main things I've always said about whether you told everybody the secrets and all that, and this is just counteracting what Rob says about this, the most important thing is watching them every time to see how they are different to what their previous time
Anyway,
is or
finish his last
what there
thing.
is. No, that's just basically saying...
Are you yet to buy any tips?
Yeah, yet to buy any tips or take advantage of the generous free trial.
Because you
I'm too much of a
mentioned
narcissist.
Okay.
But I've signed up with
It's good
Top
to know
Better.
who you are.
But I've signed up with Top Better. I'm looking forward to having a crack at one of the Sydney tournaments.
Good on you, Rob, and you're mad if you don't, because they are good Sydney tournaments. I suppose Rob from Maroubra, you know, I just...
Ruby. Rob from Maroubra.
That'd be Ruby?
No, it's not Ruby, but Ruby's Rob from Maroubra.
There'd be more than one Rob in Maroubra, though, wouldn't there? Probably. Might be two.
Only two.
The bottom line is, why do you need to do any form? Well, I like doing the form, and I think you need to do, the more work you do, when I am working harder, I do seem to get better results. And mounting yard tips be just that. A lot of people said to me, I should just a lot of blokes who do a lot of good form, like Gordo, he's often said to me, just do the best from the mounting yard and let us work it out. Well, I've got to do that balance between best from the mounting yard and also supplying people with a winner.
Yeah, that's right.
And
exactly.
it's a tricky job.
Yeah, you can't.
I take it really.
It just can't be the pretty fit horse.
80% of your customers want the winner, not what parade's best.
That's exactly right.
Yeah. But we try to put what parade's best in the comments as well too.
Combination.
Yeah, that's right.
Tricky.
So if you use the comments
Rob,
for it,
stick to being a narcissist. I'm a bit like that too, so it's the best way to be.
Yeah.
If you
Do
ever
you
want
look
to,
at yourself in a
want to come on board for a 3 or 4 week trial and have a go, ring Dal or email. How do people contact you, Dal?
just ring me, I suppose.
Do they ring you?
Email.
Yellow pages.
If they're willing to pay.
Don't.
What about they still
don't
do the white
contact me.
pages? Did you know that?
Yeah, they
It's
sold,
great.
but they sold it.
Oh, have they? Okay.
Is the white pages still running?
Still going.
Oh, good.
That's only great for
Has anyone got
landfill.
phones? Yeah, home phones.
Yeah, gotcha.
Home phones.
You know, like we're an ageing population. There's a lot of people still clinging to their home phones.
Yeah, it's good.
Ian said, love the punter show and tipsters, but for fuck's sake, don't try to be racing bitch. It doesn't suit you, it's crap, and that was directed at me. Thank you,
So
Ian.
what was that? But
About the articles, apparently. I'm not. If it reads like racing bitch, I suppose there's not an original thought in the world left, is there? But that's
Right,
a
okay, so
philosophical
he's
bit.
talking about content on the site.
Yeah, about the probably my article on awareness yesterday.
Oh, I read that. I got halfway through.
Yeah,
and I
man,
just-
Jake,
You didn't like it?
Well, I became unaware.
Yeah, okay, fair enough. Yeah, no, it's not everyone.
I was getting confusing.
Yeah.
I did try to read it because I saw you wrote it.
I think because our man Jake went in and prettied it up with pictures and stuff
Yeah.
like that, and maybe they just thought that.
Oh, that looks a bit like racing
But
bitch.
adds colour and that's
Very
good.
good look.
But the whole
Very
site
good look.
and the whole of our, let's admit, it's 4 or 5 years now old, the
Yeah.
Punter show. But we're always trying to improve our product. We're trying to make it better. If you've got any ideas, I mean, it's about you punters
Yeah,
as well.
exactly. Send it
Yes,
in.
give us an email with an
Just
idea.
look up the number in the yellow
If you want
pages.
to come on board in the show, you come on board. No wages, but come along.
Yes,
Another
sweet.
seat.
Exactly, we'll
Come
find
on.
out. We had 5 seats last week, let's try to get 6.
Who did we have last week?
Yeah, Darren Potter.
Yeah. I was like 6 seats, wasn't it? Nah, I was kidding, Darren.
G'day from Anthony. Just wanted to clear up a pearl from way back. that I've been a huge fan of, and it's one of the few that stuck with me whenever Mark said it.
Is this Anthony Yups? Or what is
No, you don't know this, Anthony. Basically, the short of it is, if there's a major scratching in a race, the horse that's left as favourite is great to oppose. Off the top of my head from Pakenham last Wednesday, Classy Diamond Valoros was about low mid $2 when it was scratched. It left Kansas Sunflower, who was ninth up as $3 favourite, which became an awesome lay opportunity.
Okay, well, I agree with that. That makes good sense.
Sort of like the favourite, it hasn't been put under the
BTW,
put under the
BT,
ASIC,
by the way.
Yep.
Yeah, by the way.
By the way, how about old mate Potts finding the winner, which was at $10, out to $18. Hashtag Tracksuit Army.
They love pots, don't they? Good on you.
Just wondering if there's more to it than that. Hoping I haven't simplified it too much, but it's something that really has been working for me, and probably the best pearl to date from Anthony.
Good on you.
Yeah, it's quite self-explanatory, isn't it?
Well, how many times have you got a horse and it's a late scratching and they put that late scratching in the quaddy on the favourite?
Yeah, and you just go, oh, God.
I don't want to be on that one.
No, leave me out.
Leave me out. They never seem to win.
Yeah, no.
Who was the favourite before Terra Vista got scratched?
Well, Shiraz. Shiraz becomes favourite.
Shiraz?
And we oppose the shit out of him.
There it is.
There you go.
Oh.
TQ.
But it wasn't a late scratch.
TQ. This is just back to when she raised the thing about Dubbo, trots and races being on the same time. Last week it was Goulburn that was the previous one, which I raised with her. And she made the point that she believes it might be about Sky Channel saving money with the OB truck, which from Sky Channel's point of view would be a smart business move if they can, but it probably shouldn't be something the racing jurisdictions allow.
But aren't they run
hang on.
contemporaneously?
Hang on, they'd still have to, transporting their queue, they'd still have to take the same amount of gear and crew out, wouldn't it? It wouldn't matter if they're on the same day.
It'd save the club money, having to employ staff and stuff like that.
No, but if they're different tracks, they're different places.
Golden Trots isn't it? Golden
Oh,
Thoroughbreds.
so it's not inside.
Then they're not
or
in the
outside.
same
No,
place.
that's not the same place.
No. So they still have to have the same amount of
So it
trucks.
would only work if there
Yeah.
was an afternoon meeting and an evening meeting,
Yeah.
or even a matinee meeting.
Yeah, if it was a meeting on the same day, not at the same time. And she loves it when Darren's on. Yeah,
no, it's all wrong.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
TQ, you want to say hello to TQ?
Hi, TQ.
She was catching the 377
what
this
about-
morning, she said, so she's going to wave at us.
Oh, 377, she's on the start.
Where is she? Is she really out there?
I don't know, but what about the PS?
I love Darren Potter when he's on. Splash, man.
There it is. Sid Bet said, this is after Pearl's winning, upgrading the Datsun 180B to the Aston Martin.
I've done it plenty of times.
Yeah, you've downgraded it more times than you've upgraded it.
It's a graph. It's always a graph.
It's a very wild. Your graph writer has got a very serious wrist injury, doesn't he?
I've got chin cancer too. How am I going to cure this, Dallas?
You don't want to cure
Who
it.
has itchy shins out there? Anybody?
But you don't want to cure skin cancer.
Oh,
you
that's
want
right.
to take
Developing.
Yeah.
Curing. What's that?
That's right.
Put it under some lights of a night time. Let it grow.
We want you to be on life support on the final show, and we'll
Like
just
if
turn
I'm
the
ever like this
switch.
where I was completely off, I keep doing the show and I just let the hair and my teeth fall
Yeah.
out and just
Yeah,
keep
how
going.
good would that be?
How good would it be?
Yeah. From Matt Taylor.
Oh, this year?
He said Glenn said he was he was 2 good winning weeks away from quitting the punting show. Getting closer.
Hashtag getting closer. Yeah, I'm sort of seeing him good and
Speaking of hashtag getting closer, isn't getting closer Michael Fraser?
Yes, it is.
Probably would be, yeah.
oh, is it? I didn't know. Oh, yeah, it's something to do with that.
There was a series of events, I think we covered this last week. Interested to hear that John O'Shea saying that Warwick Farm virus went through stable about 2 months ago. And the final point was, I wonder if he informed Racing New South Wales of the virus. He's just trying to beat
Brought the game into disrepute.
Just trying to beat the Medicare levy.
Imagine if they warned him off for 3 months.
Oh,
Have the sheik over here with the lawyers.
Yeah.
Check the article out on our website about Agnes Banks trained horses
And is
to
he,
Warwick
did-
Farm to Flemington.
yeah, straight up.
What
it
about
was up within 2 hours, mate.
Right,
and
Thank you, Paul Daly, for that.
The
Yeah.
33-year-old sheik's on the hard teacher.
Yeah.
That's a bad. He's had a bad loss. He's had a loss. Did you hear about him?
Wow.
He's dead. Yeah. Brown bread.
Go on.
33.
Wow.
400 million in the bank.
Teeth.
A harem to sleep with every
Oh.
night. That's
Jeez,
what's giving you a heart attack.
Oh,
Keep banging about the 3rd or 4th time in. Another line.
yeah. Yeah.
That Dubai's in morning for 3 days. I just pissed myself in the race.
let's get back to Agnes Banks. What was the bottom line? He did actually did a stats breakdown on them.
Oh, sorry,
Apparently, the stats hadn't been worse. Like the last 3 months haven't been more profitable than before. It's just generally Agnes Banks horses are much more profitable. It was like 20% profit on turnover compared to Warwick Farm, where you're losing. compared to Flemington trained horses where you're losing.
Yeah.
Right.
So look in the form guide.
Angus Banks.
Godolphin Angus Banks is just
Tick.
winning long
But
term.
the amazing thing is you never used to be able to trust that.
No, you.
It was
remember
always
the shirt.
the hidden land, wasn't
It
it?
was the shirt. I got
Yeah.
fucked by Agnes
I got
Banks.
fucked by
Have you
But
still
I
got
mean,
that shirt?
if it said Agnes Banks, you didn't know whether it was actually Agnes Banks or they just hadn't bothered to tick the box or fill out the box or whatever.
No, apparently they're like right up on it now. Like Blake
That is
Ryan.
Murray. That is Murray's
Yeah.
go, and I must say,
Blake Ryan.
credit to Ray for
Cork
that.
Street.
Well done, Ray. Thanks, Ray.
Thanks, Ray.
Thanks, Ray.
Well done, Ray.
Ben said in the thanks Ray category, I'm confused how stewards are so concerned about what Brent Zarafa did, but brush off music magnate drifting from $2.50 to $4 and running crap.
Well, they don't understand, do they?
You
Thanks,
guys-
Ray. Again.
You guys said he paraded no good anyway.
Paraded
No,
awfully, but
I enjoyed him praying like.
yeah, so do I.
So for where it might have made Ben unhappy, it makes other punters happy.
Yeah, that's right.
For every
I mean,
person that
we
lays,
saw
the
it.
person who backs.
We did
$33
see
a
it,
week.
but that should be worth a few lines in the stewards report if it's not.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Well, what I have been finding is there's been a couple of horses like this, and there's been a couple of the
Yeah,
biggest
I think-
tables, and they've been getting beaten a long, long way, and then they start again. There's no trial. But if old mate like Scotty Single now, so Hawkesbury brings a favourite, goes
That's
no
a-
good, they make them
trial.
trial.
Yeah.
It does seem a funny line.
Yeah. Craig has said, I spent the afternoon building Lego with my daughter. I should have got Darren Potter set instead.
Nothing wrong with Lego, Craig and
Yeah.
your daughter. That's great.
Hurst Park
She's
said,
the one that makes the racehorses.
there was the picture, yeah.
Yeah, I saw
Yeah.
it was a good picture too.
Hurst Park, I think his name's Bill who tweets for Hurst Park. Enjoy the chat and like the fact you actually put a view out there for consideration whether I agree or not. Keep it coming.
Good on you. Hurst
And
Park.
there
Is
was
that-
just
is
one-
that his name, Hurst Park? or-
No, Hurst Park's a stud, isn't it?
stud.
And then
Oh.
final email is from Ralphie. Ralphie Horowitz. He said, your team's discussion on Brent Zarafa a fortnight back led to Glenn saying something along the lines of it was a type of situation that in years past would have seen him get told discreetly it wasn't a good look and to desist doing it. Away from the issue in isolation.
Actually, I said that that's what they should have done.
Yeah.
I didn't say that they used to do it that way, did I?
Well, they did actually used to do it that way.
Oh, did they? Well, I meant that they
So
should have
when
done it.
when we first started, there was that Doug Mackay that was hard tough, new business, and would just go around very discreet and say,
Drop the fuck
"Drop
off.
off."
Yeah, yep, perfect, exactly. Away from the issue in isolation and a bloke unfortunately possibly losing his career over it, the broader issue here Australia-wide that Glenn unearthed for me was that stewards no longer want outcomes as a priority. They want high-profile convictions. This leads to what's happening with the Victorian Cobalt cases. As I said at the start of the year when I was employed as an independent commentator on RSN, the Moody O'Brien Kavanagh case is a bit like the old line about if you owe the banks $100,000 and you can't pay, you're in trouble. But if you owe the banks $100 million and you can't pay, they're in trouble. It was the first front page news in January, and this shit fight that is regularly crapping all over racing just keeps getting worse 9 months later with no foreseeable outcome in sight. Neither Moody or Brian Kavanagh or anyone else deserve any special favours for anything from training black caviar to employing hundreds of people if they have done anything wrong. But horse racing needs an outcome for the benefit of the horse racing. To give a very real analogy in another sport, the Melbourne Footy Club a few years back was accused of tanking games to finish on the bottom of the ladder and benefit from the AFL draft system, the first and second picks in the national draft, for finish on the bottom and getting an additional priority pick for years of being continually shite. What happened? The AFL got behind closed doors, fined them $500,000 for not tanking, suspended a couple of those involved and got a fucking outcome. And there's the story there. Many laughed at it both at the time and since. And 2.5 years later, they signed a mind-blowing $2.5 billion record TV deal. Funny what can occur when an outcome is the priority. Ironically, it was thanks Ray Murray who showed the way in the Walla Janud case. He got an outcome and we moved on. Keep up the good works, boys. The sport definitely needs your independent outlet. Ruffy.
Yeah,
Thanks,
good on you,
Ralphie.
Ruffy, yeah. Because we've also got this awful ugly situation about this Moody, he's saying this awful chief steward in Melbourne, what's his name?
Bailey.
Terry Bailey.
Terry Bailey, that they were going to put a
Put a spy
in there.
Yeah.
Was that really?
I think
what
that's.
their
I think it's
plan
something. I
was?
don't think they've denied. I think they've come in and said, "So what? We're going to."
They
do it."
discussed it, but didn't take it further.
Because they've got the Sal Perla, the ex-copper down there as well. He must be a
Fair enough,
smart
yeah.
piece of work, mustn't he?
He's just
Like another non-racing person with not much idea about, like,
Sal Perna. He sounds like a movie character,
Doesn't he?
Like an evil-
Dick Tracy
yeah,
or
like,
something.
like
isn't
you
he?
know, the Untouchables. We'll
Yeah,
get Sal
yeah,
Perla.
we'll get
that
yeah,
awful bloke from
yeah.
Chicago.
Oh, no, actually, you know what
it?
it sounds more like? It sounds more like flying high when they get old mate with the goes to the Golden Retriever's place, you know,
Yeah.
Rex Brenner or something like that.
We'll get Sal Perla.
Yeah.
But he does seem, that Terry Bailey does seem That seems very nasty
Yeah.
business.
It,
Let's get a few people following him around. See if we've got any two-wheelers on the side or something. You know, like, what's he, you know?
Yeah, who's
Yeah, that was-
policing the police?
Let's all
Let's
police
put it on.
everybody.
Everyone's phone on the table. Everyone's
Is
keys
anything
in the bowl.
lower in Australia than an informer? It is, without doubt, the lowest thing to be.
Anyway, looked like I picked the wrong day to stop sniffing glue.
What do you know what's happened? Coppers turn up? Oh, mate. That's it, a part two.